Hey everybody, T.O. from Art Geek Teaching. Today we're going to see if we can make an acrylic skin and overpaint on Waterslide decal material. Coming up. Okay, let's see what happens if we put a coat of matte medium over this. This has been sprayed once, lightly, you saw, and it wasn't enough, evidently. So let's just see what happens if we put some matte medium over this. It shouldn't smear because I've already got a light coat. We've already got a light coat of protectorant on it. So maybe this will keep it from blooming or, smearing when we actually put it in the water. Let's just see. Worst that can happen, it ruins it. No big deal. We ruin a lot of stuff, man. Okay, it's lifting a little bit, but not nearly as much. You can see on my brush. But I think I could also minimize that by working quickly, right? So your whites, on this particular one, my whites are going to have a little bit of dulling in them. It's a painting of my daughter. Street style. Yeah. Let's see what happens when that dries. And I've got one more that will do that too. Just how much will this dull this? Whoops. I put it in my... That's okay. I washed my brush in the wrong water. Good. I think this will be even better. All right, we're going to dry these up. Probably just dry them with the hair dryer. And we'll be back. So I've got two of them that have spray sealer, then matte medium. And I'll leave one of the other ones. I've got 4 tests. One of them just with the spray like the first one was. All right, so see what happens. Okay, so just out of curiosity, I've got a couple of the cradle panels here. I think I will do her on a cradle panel, but I want to do a test of just a canvas board. So I put a coat of matte medium over these, right? And we'll see what happens. They curl up just the same. But it should have made like a, kind of like a skin. A really thin acrylic skin. So we'll see what happens. See if it's any more or less difficult. I remember doing these decals when I was a kid. That's what we used to put on our models, right? The same kind of thing. They weren't this big. Okay, so I'll let this sit for just a second. And then I think what I'm going to do is just peel the top of it back. If I can. This stuff is cool. I like this. This is going to be fun to play with. And it's tougher than you might think. All right, so what I'm going to do, a little water in here. So far I haven't torn any of it, which is crazy. All right. Yeah, this is definitely thicker. You can tell there's a skin on it. So, see if I can just lay this down. Might not be able to do it that way. It seems a little hard to work with, but it's really not too bad. Because it lets you reposition it. I think until it gets dried. How tough is this stuff? Like I said, I haven't ripped any of it yet. And it's playing pretty nice. Seems like you have a little bit of working time. Wow. Yeah, this stuff is, this is cool. See how easy it is to get these wrinkles and bubbles out. If you seal it, it works a lot better. That's crazy. That is absolute crazy. This stuff is pretty stretchy. Okay, I finally tore it there. It is pretty tough. I've lifted it several times. Let you work with it for quite a while. Okay, it's starting to get dried out. I can feel it on my hands. But it's let me work out all of the wrinkles. Now I want to test and see how well it takes paint. And I think I have an idea on this because it basically is your decal underneath an acrylic skin. And so it should take acrylic paint just like the acrylic skins do. And so on this particular piece, we're just gonna squirt out some color. And basically, I'm just gonna repaint this thing-ish. I can't do it in the right order. I can't do the background first because it's already laid in there. And I'm gonna change my color just a little bit on my blue. But yeah, we're just gonna roll in here and kind of see how it acts. Where's my smaller? Yeah, just like I thought. I mean, this is going to take paint. I'm going to make this real light so that shines through. Yeah, this literally takes paint just like, you know, a surface that I gessoed and, you know, it's just like a paint on top of another layer of acrylic. So very, very cool. I like this stuff. I'm going to use this stuff a lot. I'm going to do some projects with it. Brought some cradle panels in. I've got them primed up. That is gesso. And we'll see what happens. with them. And then we'll probably do more of this. I'll either do some of these with resin and some of them with wax, with encaustic. This one, if I'm using acrylic on it, obviously, is not going to be available for use with encaustic. You're going to have to use a different paint on that. So, anyway, that's it. Moving on with our testing. We'll let this roll. We'll put some yellow on here. I do want to test it with some either charcoal or pastel, but it's literally just like painting on a primed surface. So I already have an idea what it's going to be like. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and pop through here. I end up finish painting this thing and getting it prepped then for resin down the road. But the primary experiment here was to see if it would react just like an acrylic skin as a transfer, and it does. And so if you seal the acrylic skin, if you seal the decal first with your fixative, and then you coat it just like we did here with matte medium, you're essentially making an acrylic skin with the decal on the back side, and you can adhere that to whatever, and then you can overpaint that or do anything you wanted with it, just like if you had a surface that had matte medium on it by itself. And so it's really kind of cool. You can use pretty much any kind of mixed medium on this that you want to, and it'll take it just like the matte medium does. So anyway, that is it. Good experiment. Really good stuff. Have a good night.